What is up, everyone? This is the Red Boss, and today we are going to be doing a 15-minute build. So what this is basically a pretty much uncut, unedited version of my build, and this is to show you how I build, my thought process, and all of that stuff. So I'm going to try to explain it as much as I can. So let me just set the timer to 15 minutes. So today I think we are going to be building a little rustic house. So as you can see in the distance over there, I have an 8x8 area laid out for me, and I cannot go over that 8x8 layout, so it's going to be pretty hard to create depth and all of that just in that little area. I also want to make a very nice and functioning home, so that is going to be a challenge as well. So let's just get ready right into the build. So I'm going to start the timer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer starting. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is choose my materials, obviously. So I'm going to maybe take some spruce wood, some cobblestone, stone slabs, regular cobblestone slabs. These are always useful. Moss stone maybe, then I'll use some cobblestone walls. These are very nice and they work really well with some builds. I'm going to use some cobblestone stairs, and then I'm going to pick out some windows. Sorry, glass, there we go. So usually I don't like using this glass pane because I think it looks ugly, so I usually use white, black, or gray, or some of the colored ones for extra things, but I think I'm going to stay with gray for this one. So let's see, first I have to make the layout. So I want it to have depth, so I'm just going to put down the support beams, maybe have the entrance be right around here. So put down these support beams like so. So that's going to be the layout for our house. Then the walls, should they be made out of cobblestone or spruce wood? I'm thinking spruce, so let's just put down these. Just lay it down. I might change it later just to make it look a bit nicer, but for now this is good. So this house might be a little small, so maybe I'll expand this wall a bit like so. I think it's still too small. Let's put it here. Okay, so now that we've got the pretty little small layout, we're going to need to put it in a door, and a floor. So I'm just going to build that out right now. Another thing is I don't really have world edit right now. I think I want to simulate building it and actually survival a bit better, just really quickly in 15 minutes. So now that we have this thing set up, we're gonna figure out the height. So let's say I don't want it to be too tall, and I do want it to have some depth. So let's see, I'm going to put 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, and 3 over there. So that's gonna add some depth, hopefully. Put in a little roof like so. So it kind of simulates a cozy little feel instead of the industrial feel some of my other houses have. That's another thing, using space to your advantage. You have to make your spaces cozy, or you have to figure out if you want to make your spaces cozy or if you want to make your spaces like very modern or industrial. I just forgot that I have to add in some roof tiles here. So let's see. I also want to make the roof nice and gradient, so it kind of looks like it's fading up to the top, not just like flat roof, which I find boring. Maybe I should move this in here, and so should I with these, so I can make the roof jut out a bit. And I think that's actually a pretty important part about a house, making the roof jut out a bit. So I made it too tall. There we go. And then we can make a roof. So it's not the right block. Move it over here, put some over here, and then make a little gradient on the roof. Let's see. Now, of course, I'm gonna change the roof and make it more natural later on in the build, but for now, I think this roof is fine for our purposes. So let me just finish this off. Well, we have a little error here. I think I'll just fix that like that. So you just want to make the roof look as natural as possible. Nothing too crazy, like I don't know, zigzags or something, but nothing too fancy or nothing. You don't want it to be too simple, like just a square, which is what I'm doing right now. Okay, let's see. I think this is looking pretty good so far, so I'm just going to continue building the roof like so. So just putting my cobblestone here. I'm just looking it over to see if it looks nice and all. There we go. And then actually, let's move this one down. Move this one down as well. Move this one down, and then move this one up right here. Yeah, that looks a bit nicer, I think. So there we go, and let's move this here. And I think we can add one more on top to add a finishing touch on the roof. So that is pretty much the roof done. I'm gonna add some extra little bits and pieces like this and this and this to make it more natural, and like it's kind of broken down a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do this part. Okay, let me just finish this off. I think I should add a gradient here and then make it go all the way up at the top. Make it go down again right here on the side. It's a nice little tactic I like to do to make it look like the roof is not holding up so well, and making it look like it's just kind of breaking down a bit. So I'm just gonna finish the roof, and I think it's done. So let me just add some more of these random little cobblestone bits and pieces to make the roof look a bit more natural. There we go. And yeah, I think that should work. Alright, so now that we've finished with the roof, we can go inside the house and yeah. You know what, maybe I'll plan the interior after I build the actual walls. So let me just build some of these little windows. I turned off Optifine for now because I want to make this as similar to vanilla Minecraft as possible. Well, I mean, this is vanilla Minecraft, but yeah. So that is a window pane over here and right there. So you know what, maybe I won't have a window pane right here because it is supposed to feel pretty cozy. This window's good. This window's good. This window is good. Okay, now I'm going to put up a torch to light this place up because it's pretty dark right now, and just to make YouTube feel better. There we go. I'll move these torches later, or maybe make a different lighting source because it doesn't look that great right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some of the little details. I have like 6.5 minutes left remaining, so I think I should add some little details like this, just making the house look like it's, you know, more realistic and falling apart a little bit. Don't want it to make it look too shabby, but for now I think this is good. We can add a little log pile here, to make it more interesting. So a really cool tactic that I like to use with log piles, and a lot of people like to use it, I think, is using rails to make it look like they're holding the logs down like that. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna add some more here. The only reason I added logs over here and not on the other side is because there's no window here. So if you had it just be a flat wall, it might look kind of boring. So I added that to make it look a bit more interesting. And then we can just cover this up with some cobblestone slabs and put this here. See how it kind of, the roof kind of, actually, maybe I should put that there to cover up that output of cobblestone. And inside as well, I think I can maybe put this here to cover that up, because I don't really think a mixed wall looks that nice. I mean, you can do it with two different types of wood, but mixed wall with cobblestone and spruce wood, maybe not. So I'll come back to decorating this wall a bit more, not more than just this thing. So I've finished this part. Let me just move on to this wall now. So there we go. Maybe there has to be a bigger window here, so let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. So now let me just cover this up again, like so, make it look like the house is nice and cozy. And then maybe put a window up here as well. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. Let me just cover this up. See how it looks inside the house as well with this. Yeah, if there's a gap here, you don't really want to have a gap there. So, oops. So you want to cover this up. Now we're gonna build this wall. This window can stay 1 block open, because 1 block tall, because I don't know. This window might look better with only 1 block, but nah, I think it feels a bit more open. Even though you have to make the house feel cozy, that double window makes it a lot better, in my opinion. So another single window, yeah. So here's a nice little house inside. Let me just finish building that part, covering up that, and putting a block there. Yeah. Actually, I can just put a block here instead. Right? Yeah, looks better. Alright, so now we're gonna have to put some decoration on it. So first we have to put a door in. I really like the dark oak door for modern things, but the spruce door looks pretty nice as well. It's my second favorite door. So there we go. It fits in right with the build. We'll come back to the interior later, but for now, I think this looks pretty good. We're gonna add some more walls and bricks there. And I have about 2 minutes left, so I'm going to put the finishing touches on it. So let's put some random dirt around here, like this. This just adds a bit of more realistic path. I will eventually add more paths to more 15-minute builds out there, or whatever amount of builds there is. So, but this is good for now. So I come back here, let me just decorate it a bit. So first you have to figure out what decorations you want. I think I'm gonna go for a, not exactly sure yet. Let's look for some. If you don't really know what you're gonna put in, just look for something. I can use this item frame inside the house. I have 1 minute left, so I'm just gonna finish this up. Put that there. Maybe put a diamond sword, because you know everyone wants a diamond sword. And then maybe I put a painting here to fill up the random little wall. Not that big. Am I only gonna get these big, huge pictures if I don't put it on like that? That's fine. Now I'm gonna put a bed down. Now that we have more things, because of the 1.12 update, I think I'm gonna use a gray bed just to make it look a bit nicer. I'm gonna add some extra stuff. We're coming up to the end, so let me just add a chest and a crafting bench. And then we will be done. So we're coming up to the finish, and yep, that's the finish. So this is what I was able to build in the 15 minutes that I was given. I think it could have been improved a bit, especially with this wall. This could have been used with some item racks or something. And then on the inside, it's kind of barren as well. Like this area right here could be used, and I don't really like this painting in the area of this painting is in. Maybe I could have put like some other stuff instead. But right now I think it is fine for the 15 minutes that I was given. So let me know what you think in the comments. I know I haven't posted it in a while, so this is the first post in a long time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Durad out. I was too young